Today, the FBI arrested a New Jersey man for plotting to support ISIS, in part by financing his brother's trip to the Middle East. Allah Sadeh could face 20 years if convicted. This comes as the Department of Homeland Security warns of possible attacks in the U.S. over the July 4th weekend. We're going to talk about that with Michael Morell, former number 2 at the CIA and now our CBS News senior national security contributor. Michael, the terrorism threat is always raised around important national holidays, but there seems to be more concern about this weekend than usual.
And I think there are 3 reasons for that, Scott. One is the large number of Americans who have been radicalized or in the process of being radicalized by ISIS. We've seen 50 arrests now in the last 12 months, so it raises questions about how many more are out there. Number 2 is the call by ISIS just last week for people to take up arms against ISIS's enemies during Ramadan. We are right smack in the middle of Ramadan right now.
The Islamic holy month of Ramadan.
Correct. And then third, July 4th is a symbol of America, right? What better to strike than a symbol of America? So you put those 3 things together, that's why there's so much concern.
We are seeing that threat evolve dramatically as we watch. What is the thing that concerns you the most?
The threat I fear most is a young person in their bedroom, in their basement, radicalized by ISIS, not talking to anybody, but taking up arms and committing some kind of attack here, sort of like we saw in Texas.
And Texas, of course, was the attack on the Mohammed cartoon contest back in May. So how do you put an end to this once and for all?
So, Scott, I think one of the reasons they're so successful at radicalizing other groups and radicalizing individuals is because they're perceived to have the momentum. They perceive to be winning. I think we have to start thinking about putting additional troops on the ground.
The president doesn't want to put combat troops on the ground, but in your opinion, that time has come.
I think it's time to start talking about it, yes.
Michael Morell, former deputy director of the CIA. Thank you.
Good to be with you, Scott.